Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org.
If you made them, take care of them.
Yeah, that's
Period.
real.
Right.
That's the real deal.
It's period.
Right.
And all that old money shouldn't go toward this, money should go to. If the child is with one of the parents 24/7, 7 days a week, you don't even come get your child every day. You come get your child once a month maybe, or once every 3 months.
Right.
You cannot dictate where that money goes, especially if the child ain't calling you about nothing. Now, if the child calling you every week, then you can question about where the child support is going. But if every time you pick up the child, they look nice, they ain't complaining about nothing, why are you worrying about where the money go at?
It is what it is. Radio show.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
You use Tearless baby shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome everyone to On the Come Up Radio. You have your host Mimi Howard. How y'all doing? And to my right, I have a special guest. Can you introduce yourself, special guest?
Hi, how you doing, Mimi? Thank you.
You're welcome.
My name's James. I'm just a local resident down here in South Baltimore. Work at the hospital, trying to do great things for Baltimore.
Okay, what hospital do you work at?
University of Maryland Hospital.
Can you tell people what you do for a living there?
Well, I'm a floor tech down there at the present moment, but I'm trying to go to school to be on IT.
Oh, IT tech. So you want to be in the nursing field?
No. I'm trying to
Oh, IT. You want to do IT as far as computers and everything? Oh, okay.
But meanwhile, I'm building my own businesses. I'm trying to get out of there.
Okay. And what own business is that you're doing that you was telling me about?
Well, I just started my own LLC, business in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a non-profit that I'm putting together also probably within the next year or two. And then I have a podcast to help the recidivists and the people coming home from prison.
Okay. So as far as your podcast, what do y'all talk about? And you said prison, right? People coming home from prison? Okay. So is it like just a podcast, or what station is it on and everything?
What it is, it's going to be like a package deal that you're putting together.
Okay.
Like DVDs, audio, and transcripts. So basically trying to give a woodchuck guidebook, so to say, to be able to like guide people coming home from the institutions and prisons, from the halfway house, giving them like resources to go to, housing, how to do a resume, how to do a job interview. So we'll do live ones for them recorded. Just different type of information, and then the last component would be helping you try to build and create your own LLC, because people coming home from that situation don't get the great opportunities they should, because like Malcolm X said, prison's second best to college. So if you go in there and just study, you can come home with some great skills.
Yeah. So is that what you did when you was doing your time?
Well, Mimi, I don't know how you knew that information, but thank you. But yes, I'm actually 2 years coming home from the feds. So I just started off at the halfway house, the Volunteers of America on East Monument Street, and went and got a job at Procter & Gamble. So I used to get up at 3:30 every morning, take the bus, the subway, light rail, all the way there. And then, just did it and built my resume for the first year. Then I went to the hospital, and I had filled out the resume, and I pretty much, for 4 months, they, never gave me an interview or nothing, but once a week I was calling,
bugging them.
Coming in. And when I went there, they was like, hey man, we had to give you a shot, an opportunity. And I just sold myself. And the first thing I came out with was where I came from.
Yeah.
But not, that I told them that doesn't define who I am as a person.
Right,
I said, I've changed my life. I found my life purpose, so I'm moving forward. And I said, I'll show you that I'm one of the hardest workers. I sold myself. Have confidence.
Right.
Everybody makes mistakes, even the person you're talking to.
Right.
But they might not be at a higher scale or a lower scale, but who's to judge that beside the man above?
Exactly. And that's awesome that you didn't give up, that you kept going, because a lot of people sometimes come home from jail and they just give up and be like, won't nobody hire me, won't nobody give me a chance. They might try like 2 times, fill out an application, and the next thing you know, they right back to hustling, right back to robbing people or rape, whatever. And some people go to jail and didn't even do anything. So I don't judge anybody for jail time, stuff like that. I try to, not judge for jail time. I know a lot of I guess you can say ex-convicts, and I also know some convicts that's basically doing time now. And everybody is not guilty, but just stay out the light so you won't even get back into that situation again. I know for me, you gotta find your why, your purpose, your motivation, your strengths. You know what I mean? Step out on faith. You know what I mean? I know it's not easy. It's not, trust me, this job that I'm doing, they've hired me as a floor tech. It was my shot, but then they put me right on trash duty the whole time. But it's okay. Yeah, everybody loves me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm sure I want to give a shout out to my co-workers like podcasting in. Yes. I mean, I appreciate everything. I just talked to my business partner. I came home, I just studied real estate in the Feds, and when I came home, I said, I'm going to do it. So gradually, I've just started to meet people, network, grind it out, show my passion for it. Right. Next thing you know, people was like, let me be your mentor. Let me introduce you to some people because of my personality. Think that I bring them strength and giving them that positive, we can do this. So I finally just landed my very first real estate adventure 2 days ago. Literally, it's a 9 building project. Oh, okay. Here in Baltimore City. Okay. And some great people from out of town own it, and we're going to take it over and fix it up and everything, and get it rented out and sell some of the properties or whatever. But then after that, I have another guy who's just giving me all 30 properties, but it's because I don't have the money to do all this. I have zero funding. I'm working at the hospital, and that's my child support money and my bill money. Okay. I'm starting just because I'm smart and I talk and I socialize and I have faith, and doors are just opening up. Yes, networking is really good, especially for the business that you are going into. It's really good to network with people so people can know what's going on. It's good that you came down to Be Exposed Radio, on the Come Up Radio. We're happy to have you here. You're definitely on the come up. When I first met you, I was really, really impressed. And you was telling me about the real estate and everything. I seen you talking on the phone to a few of your, I think it's what was business partners or something like that. I did let you come into my private life, as I had a conference call with the investors of the 8 properties, and that was a 4-way call. It was between the husband and wife that owned the property and my partner, Tom Black. And we just basically was just negotiating for 5 days. And
between that negotiation, things got heated and everything. But always keep your calm. When you're a professional, you're a professional. But sometimes I feel my best strategy for business has not even got nothing to do with business itself or driven by money.
Right.
If you go on my real estate page, I tell you, man, every business transaction I start off with is spirituality, because it's going to keep me on a straight and narrow and humble.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of storms in my life, so I try to maneuver. And it got heated to the point my partner backed out and said he ain't doing it, and they're like, And I said, look, let me talk to y'all tomorrow morning. And then they called.
Yeah, sometimes you need to cool off and start over. I know a lot of people in prison who just thought wrong for 2 seconds of their life, and now they in there for life. So that's the thing, like when you get to meet opportunities like people that's not coming home because they locked up for drugs and they got a life sentence. I know a few. Like Obama did some great things for people, but besides that, we need to start doing things for ourselves. Didn't he release like 30,000 prisoners or something like that? Was it only federal prisoners?
Nah, it was just the non-violent drug offenders.
Oh, non-violent, okay.
See, like my case was non-violent, so I didn't get really too much relief, but I was going through appeals court. Mm-hmm. So I'm grateful. And, I'm not judging no one for what they do, because I have a circle of people, man, that do all types of things, under the table, over the table. Mm-hmm. I just changing my life and my example.
That's important.
I never turned nobody away because I was there at one time.
Right. So, so you're not a judgmental person, I can tell. You also have a good head on your shoulder.
Thank you.
Like I said, you're on the come up. What made you get into the real estate? What was you thinking about at that time?
Well, real estate became a passion of mine for a couple reasons. One, my foster father that ended up taking me, Brian Wright. I love the man to death. Mm-hmm. He just stood up in the middle of a courtroom and said he has nowhere to go at age 16, and he just said, I'll take him. So I ended up from Baltimore to the Eastern Shore, and he was in real estate. And the whole time, I'm still playing in the streets, doing dumb stuff, getting locked.
When you should have been learning.
Well, I was learning the whole time.
Okay.
Nobody just, I observe.
Yeah.
I study people and things.
Yeah.
And I listen very well when it comes to things I'm intrigued by, money, business, So I feel, that when I got over there, I did my thing, but listened the whole time. But when I start seeing that he made $500,000 on 2 old buildings from Essex.
Yeah.
And then flipped it into 15 condos down in Florida with paying cash at $30,000 a piece. They was already valued at $50,000. Kept them 7 years rented. So then they paid for all the money back. And then at the end he cashed it out, and now the property value is at $156,000. So the profit is going to make off of it. And then that was what drove me. I was like, wow, I know what I can do charity wise with all that money.
Right.
Because I put it towards my nonprofit.
Mm-hmm. So you said you're closing a deal soon, right?
We have already signed the
the
agreement, and now I have it on the market right now on my Facebook page.
How do you feel about it?
I feel humble. I feel grateful. I'm proud. My reasoning is I want to show people, no matter where you come from, who you are, what religion, because I'm Muslim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Alhamdulillah. So it's like, it doesn't matter. See, I don't believe in tags and titles.
Mm-hmm.
I think man did tags and titles. You're black, I'm white, for separation, empowerment purposes. Or you're a Christian, I'm a Muslim. It's only titles and names. I'm spiritual. You know what I mean? Because I try to connect to all one,
Yeah.
And at that, everything just seems like it's flowing. 30
seconds.
So did you study Islam in jail while you was in prison? Because it's a difference between prison and jail, right?
Yeah, jail's
that my
county jail.
Okay.
You got prison.
Okay.
You got institutions.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we get ready to go.
Yeah, it's all slavery. So we're going to go on break. Y'all tune back in to On the Come Up Radio. We got my man James Fire right here. And we'll be right back on the Come Up Radio. Tune in, you guys.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No. The fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child, and believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home, and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to On the Come Up Radio. Hi out there. We are at this Radio Nation. We definitely popping out here. All right, well, we have James sitting to my right. Can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, my name
Again,
is James.
Everybody that's just tuning in.
Nice to meet y'all. What do you want me to do now?
Well, James, we was talking about him being an ex. Oh gosh, they're buzzing. Sorry, I had to take my earphones off. And Jungle just walked in the building. Jungle, you can sit right here. Right here, Jungle, on this side. Whoa. You alright? You just get ready to have a heat stroke? Okay, so
What's up, Jungle?
What's that?
James.
What's going on, James?
Nice to meet you, man.
your mic, Jungle. Your mic. And stop ringing the bell, please. Hand me that bell.
Is that the same one you slid over here?
Yeah, but we're not ringing a bell right now because we're trying to introduce each other to Jungle is late. So Jungle, introduce yourself.
What up? I'm the Mighty Jungle and I'm head.
All right. You're sweaty. Is it hot out there? It's hot enough out there for you?
Is it hot enough for you?
Good.
Okay, anyway, James, we was talking about you being an ex-con and how you are trying to keep yourself on your feet and not go back to prison. How you not even thinking about going back to prison.
That's the thing, though. You know what I mean? You put into your life what you want in your life.
How can I ask you something? How long did you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I got 3 states in and 1 federal. So the first state was like 3. Second state was like 2.5. Then the next one's 5 years straight. And then the feds was 4 years.
Okay. So basically, a good portion of your life.
Most of it, because I was in foster care at age 11 and group homes and stuff. So it was some form of institution. You know, that's why my nonprofit is based on group homes and foster care with adolescent kids.
Right.
So I would love to share that idea with you if you ever have an opportunity, but it's great.
Well, I used to work at a group home before, Center for Social Change.
Okay.
It was okay, but I never got to spend time with my children. See, I have, my own children too. They're older now. Shout out to my children. My boys. Keep doing a good job out there. And also, Center for Social Change is a group home. They basically you probably had some issues as a child or something like that.
Well, I mean,
because
my parents was very abusive.
Oh,
mentally and
okay.
physically, and then they was hooked on like prescription drugs and other drugs and stuff. So by the age of 11, you know, social services got involved and ended up putting me in BCCC, Methodist Board of Child Care, on Reisterstown Road. And then I just basically grew up from there. And after that was another group home. And then
were you acting out a lot and stuff like that because of your parents?
It was the abandonment issues and the abuse and everything at a young age was hard to understand.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know how to express myself.
So you would act out doing, like, being upset in school?
I wasn't going to let people keep hitting on me or coming at me the way I didn't want to be come at. So when as a kid, I was, you know, rebellious against, you know, people of authority. And, you know, because nobody treated me right. So why should I just keep taking the abuse?
Yeah, and listening to people, I understand. Like, y'all beating on me and this and that.
I was lost.
Yeah.
You know, but
a lot of children get like that. Like the group home that I was working for, again, Center for Social Change, they had a lot of children there that act out because of the same reasons. Maybe they was, I don't really like to put it like this, but crack babies.
The crack babies?
Yeah, maybe they had like crack in their system. No, I ain't talking about you.
Well, I know there's certain ones like in that, but I didn't meet too many crack babies in the group home that I lived in. It was just people,
more of them was being abused and stuff like that.
The abuse, the parents didn't want to have children, or they was poor, and they just was like having their own issues. My parents was chemically imbalanced.
Yeah.
My mom, I come to find out, was bipolar and schizophrenic.
Yeah.
So because, through my religion and understanding God, I understood forgiveness because
What's your religion?
I'm Muslim.
Okay, you're Muslim.
But
Alright,
I'm spiritual.
I'm kind of
Muslim.
I'm more playful. I'm a little bit playful. So how do you feel about, like, other than just to take it more like, do you take jokes? Like, how do you?
I'm
you got a sense of humor.
I'm very comical. Like,
yes.
You know.
He's a Capricorn also.
Oh. When's your birthday, James?
Oddly enough, December the 25th.
25th. Okay.
Yep. So it's great to be right next to another Capricorn. Yeah, we are. We're good people. But let me see if my headphones working. No, it's still not working. But we'll be back in a little bit. I want to come up ready, y'all.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that. Cool! That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
You're now listening to BeExposedRadio.com. Check out this fire flashback.
Within our community, we got to look at ourselves and love and support each other. However, when we bring color into the perspective, we are no longer looking at each other as equals. We are dividing ourselves even more so than what society divides us. We're already divided with inequality, not unequality, but inequality within a system that is meant to keep us down. Here we are yet again doing things that are detrimental to our survival and sustaining.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody.
What up, what up,
to Come Up Radio.
Who is you?
Look, stop it, you idiot.
Why
okay,
you calling me out my name?
All right.
We got a white boy in here.
We have your host, Mimi Howard,
50
in the building. We have your host, Mimi Howard, in the building. And we have the Mighty Jungle.
I'm the Mighty Jungle.
He finally got here, and I believe he fucked up. But anyway.
His eyes a little low.
But anyway,
but don't make
hello.
And we got the
hi, we're back.
Super ultra light
we're back.
James.
Welcome back, James. To everybody that just tuned in, can you please tell everybody what you're doing?
What you doing, James?
Minding my business. Hey, it's like I'm James. Hi, everyone. God bless. Just doing great things, man. I want to help and just one thing at a time. I want to say, like, I got 3 projects. All 3 of my projects lined up or to. First, to start is buy up the community. That's why I'm doing the real estate. My second was my nonprofit that I want to try to get back to the communities in charity. And then my, the program podcast thing I want to do for the inmates coming home for the recidivism is actually helping the people come home and keep the communities.
How do you feel about how the community looked when you came home? And how long have you been home? Exactly.
2 years.
Okay, so you've been home for 2 years. When you got home, how do you feel about when you traveling the way Baltimore looks now? Because you've been away for a while.
And you from Baltimore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a young age, at age 11, I moved over to the Eastern Shore. So,
how do you feel about the way Baltimore is looking?
I really would say I don't look back or judge it. I look at the future. Of
yeah,
how
the future.
It can be. That's what I look at.
Because it's a lot of bandos.
Things need to be done. People need to talk to the officials of the city. There might be people coming in with, try to talk to investors who might come in. They got the penny houses, I think, coming back soon.
Yeah, I think it's like $1 or something like that.
Homes, first time home buyer. You can buy stuff at wholesale, and if you do construction yourself, build yourself, your house. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a lot of opportunities out
So
there.
do you know about any grants and stuff like that people can probably get to buy a house? Like a first time grant? The grants where you don't have to pay back?
Yeah.
Stuff like that?
I mean, I would probably suggest, what I would do would probably Google it. Mm-hmm. Google and YouTube taught me everything. I made, back in the day, weed butter off of YouTube, so you pretty much can get jiggy with it on there.
Get jiggy with it?
Yeah.
You got some rhythm? Can you dance?
Actually, I'm going to leave that to...
You got a shiggy challenge? Since you're saying jiggy, let's shiggy.
Yeah, I got a 2-step.
You going to lead the dance to what?
You got a 2-step game?
Okay.
Wait a minute, what you was getting ready to say? You going to lead the dance to what? The dancing to what?
I was going. I ain't doing it right here. I don't care what's on the background. You got a club up there right now. What? You know what I mean?
Oh, you white? Do you say the N word?
No, I. The only reason I don't say that because it's not an appropriate word for anybody to say. Because to understand the word and where it came from. See, I love history. you know.
Ooh, history, man.
Because I
Talking
believe
to the
we
mic,
all-
please.
We all
Facts,
came,
facts.
you know, from a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have black issues. You know what I mean? Rents
got
due.
black issues?
Rents due, and my paycheck ain't coming in.
Right.
So, you know,
Yeah.
I gotta step my game up somehow. Get on a radio station and sell myself. Hi,
Okay, and
everyone.
you from Big Town? In Baltimore? Like, what part of Baltimore?
I grew up in Forest Park, Essex, and all that
Okay.
area, but now I live in South Pigtown.
Okay.
Oddly enough, as a Muslim, I live in Pigtown.
I ain't mad at you. So how did the okay, just to speak from the Muslim community, because you know they real hush. How did they
said harsh?
accept you? How did they accept you?
Oh, nah, you can't.
That's not.
A true Muslim,
There you go.
you know, would not.
Their approach
deny
towards you. That's what I
Look
meant.
what Malcolm
They won't.
X did when he went over to Mecca, you know, and seen white brothers, Arabian, Chinese brothers and sisters and everything
Yeah.
getting along. See, we're under one umbrella.
It's a religion. It's not because you're black or Afghanistan or colored.
But see, over here,
basically,
over here,
for you to be a
it's
Muslim.
like,
brother.
you know,
You
a
my
movement.
brother.
Yeah. Over here, it was based on segregation back in the day. So
Yeah.
people created movements and things like that, revolutions and stuff like that, and fought. But then somewhere down the line, people start to put their own little twists and little stuff and misguiding it.
Yes.
You know, where it turns into like maybe a violent situation or a drug organization or things like that. But to each their own, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you got to live your life. You get one life. If you look back at 80 years old and you lived it for somebody else, you're going to look silly and
Yes,
like,
you're
damn.
going. That's what I was saying.
What you saying, Mimi?
I was just saying the same thing. Like, I don't want to look back and be like, damn, I didn't do this and I didn't do that, what I really wanted to do. I would have lived my life to the fullest. My life, not what somebody else want me to do. So you definitely have a point. And welcome
Mimi,
to Islam.
Your father raised you Muslim, or he?
Yes, my father and my mother. I was born a Muslim.
Okay.
So
But your mother Christian?
no, my mother is not Christian.
Oh, I'm asking.
No, my mother and my father both from the Nation of Islam. So,
okay.
And I'm happy to have you here. You're definitely on to come up.
We got a white.
Not
Muslim
feeling
in
too
here.
good.
Aw.
That was
Jungle,
born December
Jungle,
the
do you have
25th.
Jungle? Do you have any questions you want to ask James?
No, I got
before
plenty.
we start
I got
chirping.
plenty. I got plenty.
That's
But
why
him,
you love
yeah,
it.
I'm not. Look, I'm light skinned. But
I'm
anyway,
part of the lighting crew.
But no, like, just you mentioned Mecca, so a lot of African Americans get questioned about their faith if they go towards that Mecca, that Middle
The first house
Eastern
of prayer that was
locale. Like, I can't imagine being your skin tone. So like a lot of blacks get questioned.
Well, you're not too close from his skin tone.
I'm not
Jungle.
Muslim, but I'm just saying.
But see, here's the thing that I was saying earlier. Between skin tone and Muslim and other faiths, that's a separation because of a man putting that title on it. Instead of us
Speaking
being
to- can you-
spiritual and vibing. Instead of us just being spiritual and vibing and just like we have since we've been here, we bonded. That's why he was like, that's my white boy right there. I was like, okay, thanks for pointing that out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drag you because
Hey,
I mean,
I'm not albino. I only
You
come out
are
of
white, though. You are white. So, I mean, like I said, religion does not matter. I mean, color does not matter. Religion, if that's something that you want to do, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter what color you are. The same way it's Catholic. If I wanted to be Catholic, most white people are Catholic. But I know a lot of black people that are Catholic too. Christians, it's black and white Christians. I went to church with my grandmother the other day, evening service, and it was a white preacher, and she was going in. We had a really good time. She was creative. She gave us these little candle light flashlights to love yourself, to be a shining star. That's what I learned. To be a shining star. Now, this is what I'm saying. No, we sang This Little Light of Mine. I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of
Mine, yeah. So anyway, we really had a good time. It was a good service, and it was a mixed crowd. Oh no, not the type of mixed crowd you're talking about.
Look, I
had to explain to him the difference between.
Speak, James. What you got?
It's two different.
She had to explain it later.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when I went into this.
Yes.
I met a guy, associate of ours, right? And we just met off the street, and we just been talking, saying hi or whatever, and then going back to we end up hanging out and stuff. That's him actually trying to ring in now. He's probably watching this. He was like, "Oh,
a mixed crowd."
Uh-oh. So he said, let's go to the club.
You guys talking to the
What
right
club? I said, sure, let's go to the club.
What club?
I don't know the name of the club. He said something. So what I ended up doing,
the gallery.
And when I went in there, and it was a mixed crowd. Not the mixed crowd I thought was black and white.
Because a mixed crowd, it's two different kinds of mixed crowds. It's a black and white type of mixed crowd, and you don't know who's doing it. You don't know, what they're doing. You just know it's a mixed crowd. Black, white, Chinese, Asian, all different types of people. Now that's what he's thinking. Okay, I should fit right in. But when he get down to the club,
what happened, Mimi?
It's a mixed crowd. Like,
what that mean?
Gay people, boys that look like girls, girls that look like boys.
How you feel about gays, James?
To each their own. I'm not the judge. I don't want to be judged by anybody, and I don't want to judge nobody. As long as you keep your whatever your preferences over there, and approach me with respect and mannerism, then I'm done. You know what I mean? But once you start disrespecting me as a man, and I'm not gonna,
that's the human being, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna present you to the respect that I have, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm sorry, but I have a friend that was like, call me Roxanne. I was like, Ronnie, I'm not gonna call you Roxanne.
Yeah, because you dress like a girl.
You're Ronnie to me,
right?
You know what I mean, and it's keep it that way, but
right.
I can't judge nobody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because they can judge me. I mean, why would we have this judge war back and forth? I have more important things on my mind that I want to do. Instead of thinking of stuff that just don't really matter at the end of the day.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because people are here, and people are going to be people.
Yes, they are.
If we got to worry about each other.
And people are coming out more and more and more, every day. Every single day, they're relieving exactly what they want to do, with their private areas. Every day. Yes, they are.
It's gonna be real rough on you, though, man. I'm gonna get you. I respect you. I love that you strong enough to stand on your square, as we say. But come on, man. The way this world is going, how do you feel about? Do you feel that blacks are equal?
How much prison time have you done?
That's a very personal question, but since I'm opening up, okay, I did. Okay, I will answer. I will answer.
If you don't feel comfortable answering the question, Jacob, then don't answer it.
And I'm gonna be open. Yeah, I did.
Have I done more time than you? How about that?
I don't know what you've done, and I can see you a brother.
3.
I got the utmost practice. I did 3.5. I did 3.5 on 5.
Okay.
Why did you ask me that?
Because, see, you're saying, what do I feel about what's fair and what's not fair?
I said, do you feel...
I feel that...
The equality. Do you feel
I've been...
blacks and whites are equal?
Railroaded through the judicial system as well. Based on who maybe I may have hung out with, or maybe because I had 3 beautiful mixed children, or whatever my swag may be.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, but he's saying because you're white, do you feel like you have they keep saying white privilege. He's saying,
do I have it? Hell
yes.
No.
Yeah, even though you was in, because you said you filled out application after application after application, would nobody hire you, right?
No, I'm saying
at first
that I took a job that was majority urban.
Yes.
And I went in there and got a job and went in there with the same pay. Everybody else was in there with the same complaints, the same arguments, fighting the same bosses.
Okay.
Urban.
Then I built my resume, but I stood fast with what my purpose was. I knew that I had to get through this to get a better job.
I'm gonna get you, James. What's your purpose, James?
What's my purpose? To show everybody, no matter who you are, what religion, what color, where you come from, your past history, nothing. You can do whatever you want to do. And I'm leading by example by showing you. I come home 2 years ago from the feds with nothing.
Feds.
No one.
Feds on.
Yeah, but see, I'm coming home with no family because I grew up in group homes and foster care. You know what I mean? Everybody else has shunned themselves away. So now that I'm back out here in back to my old city, you know, I'm out here pushing it. 3:30 in the morning to get all the way down to the end of the light rail just to go to work. Okay. And that's at 7 o'clock.
You ain't had no car?
No, I ain't had no car.
Okay.
I still don't have one. The police just took it.
Okay. But James, I'm coming at. I'm not mad at you.
Come with me. I'm here.
I consider you. I like you a lot.
I don't get mad.
I'm gonna get you. You white.
I'm here. Shit.
You white. I'm gonna get you.
It's just I'm the first
Jungle
white
act
person
like he
you
got
ever met?
something against white people a little bit.
Of course, and I want him. I mean, I feel he's built for it.
You got something against white people, Jungle?
Hold on.
Of course I do.
I just want to know one thing. Am I the first white person you ever talked to in your life?
Of course not. Of course not.
Not on this level.
Not.
No.
Not on no. Not
we
on
cool
no,
shit. It doesn't matter.
Not on no
holds barred
platform like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people need to hear this,
Yeah.
and I want to hear your side. And I think you're a genuine person.
Now, as
I
far
don't look at you as like bullshitting me, like know what I mean? But you got a lot to explain that to do.
Well, go in. Ask him the question. You keep on saying you're gonna get him. But it sounds like you. It sounds like you wasting time to me.
Oh,
I'm waiting.
Get off my belt.
You keep on.
Get off my black belt.
Oh Lord.
I got the same water fountain as my brother, man.
But you used to couldn't.
That wasn't my
Used to
fault.
could not. They ain't had nothing to do
You know,
with it.
there was actually
What
white
you say,
slaves,
James?
too. There was also white slaves too back then as well in the brothership.
Indentured service.
And there you go. Whatever. I don't know the names of them, but it was fucked
Talking
up
to the
for
mic,
all,
James.
You know. Excuse my language.
You can say whatever you want.
All right, so you've been through the prison system. If you're comfortable, what's your age group? What's your
I'm 43.
demographic? 43. So you're 70s baby.
74.
74. Okay, 70 baby.
So it was still a lot of discrimination that back then too.
Okay, I tell
people was just like starting to, get together back then.
See, I got one for them, right?
Yeah.
I moved at age 16 over from Baltimore to the Eastern Shore. I've never changed my swag. This is who I've been from birth, basically.
You genuine.
So when I went over there was racism. There was blacks didn't like whites,
Where?
whites didn't
From Eastern Shore
on the
to
Eastern
Baltimore?
Shore.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all to hold that thought.
Well, we coming back.
We be back.
Definitely.
On the Come Up Radio.
Come Up Radio.
We'll see y'all in a little.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
Join the Just a Bit Outside crew every Monday, 8 to 10 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
You want to start off?
I think I'll get it out of the way on a who's not.
Okay, do it.
The Orioles.
Right.
They got swept by the Royals. They lost 4 in a row, and the last 5 games have all been decided by 1 run.
Mm-hmm.
The game before, or the last game that they lost before the Royals was the Nationals, and it was Weeders, of course, won with a home run.
Hit the home run.
Right.
They were going into that National Series. It seemed like they were doing so well, and just they just crapped out. They got that game postponed, so who knows when they're going to replay that or play that game. That's my first not for the night.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and weigh in on my who's not, and I'm gonna talk about the San Diego Padres.
The Padres. That's okay. You just took my answer.
They're in last place in the NL West. They've lost 8 of their last 10. Their run differential is a negative 65, which is just horrible. So when you have well, let me just talk about run differential a little bit. It's kind of like the
how much you're winning or losing your games by, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the margin of victory, kind of.
Right.
So when you're in a negative number, that means that you're.
Then your average game you're losing
by a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, a number like negative 65, this early in the season is pretty rough.
That's horrible.
Then the pitching numbers pretty much support this stat right here. I mean, the team ERA is 4.70, which is 26th in the league. They have 126 walks allowed. They acquired Jared Weaver in the offseason, and he really has not panned out. He's off to one of the worst starts in any of the pitchers in 2017. He's 0-4 with a 6.05 ERA. In May alone, he already has 12 earned runs. 12 earned runs in May. And, another one of their pitchers, Clayton Richard, he's 2-4 with a 4.34 ERA. And, in May, he has 6 earned runs and 12 innings pitched. So they're not pitching well. And on top of that, they are also not batting well.
Right. But it kind of sucks because Manuel Margot is doing pretty good. His the past few at bat.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. So on the Come Up Radio, you have your host, Mimi Howard, in the building. Wasn't feeling good today.
Why not?
Man, this weather got me sloggy. Got my asthma acting up. But Jungle is with us.
What up? I am the mighty Jungle and I'm here.
And we have our special guest.
Hi, I'm James. I'm here as well.
Yeah, so we was talking about, well, before we left on break, I believe we was talking about, what was y'all talking about? Because I was listening and then we went to a whole nother subject. When we got off a break.
I don't know what angle I want to take. James down for the get down, so I see he bought it. I got a lot of respect for this man. I mean, he's been through the system as himself, but me, I'm just super duper pro black, so I'm just on that vibe. But
he's kind of racist.
I don't want to be.
Jungle don't like white people.
I don't hate nobody.
I said don't
but
like.
I'm just trying to. I want to understand James' angle because James bought it. Were you in DMI?
Never. No.
Never.
Not saying.
You know what DMI is?
I do. I know it. Dead Man Incorporated. I got a lot of family.
How did you avoid that? That's my question.
I've been Muslim since '95.
Okay. So how did they accept you? Why? Okay, why did they accept you into the Muslim community?
Because you had no choice. I became Muslim. I took my shahada.
Okay.
If you have that faith and you're Muslim, there's some people that go to prison and get into it and, jump the fence back and forth. They're not 100% convicted. They say that you go to prison, sometimes become Muslim because you're scared. This is all the, whatever. Whatever your reason that you get to
you
find.
Personally, so you weren't
me personally.
You weren't forced into it.
No.
It wasn't no faking the funk.
No.
It was just you was about it. You was 100, and it was that simple.
Well, for me, basically, I just enjoyed studying people and studying life and religion and everything else. And there was a Muslim brother that was sitting at the table down at ECI back in '95.
Eastern Shore for
he
y'all.
just stayed there every day studying while I'm still 20 years old, playing around with my boy Brent Harris and stuff. We throwing dominoes down and acting crazy. He stayed diligent, and it intrigued me. So when I asked him what was going on, he was like, this is the Holy Quran and the Hadiths, and started breaking it down to me. And one thing
prior to you taking the Shahada.
Yeah, because before I do anything and jump into anything, I want to do my due diligence.
Okay.
Because that's for me. I'm living for me, and I'm doing it for me, not other people. So when I asked him, and what the thing about Islam that made me interested was, I believe that God created us for a purpose, and the purpose was to worship Him and Him alone. So when I believe that, Islam actually broke down everything during the course of a day in every aspect, how to worship God in everything you do.
It just made sense to you.
It all fit, and it answered questions I had in my mind and in my prayers, and it just felt good to me, and it made me a strong, understanding, trial after trial survival, and each the more the faith, the harder the struggle. And I've been, been captive, I came home, I was institutionalized. There was a lot of things going on ahead with the head game with the abuse, and understand why did my parents beat me when I was younger?
What did your parents, what did you grow up? What did your parents, what's your parents' faith system?
Cocaine. And,
come on, no, I mean religious. Christians. Okay.
I mean,
but they put their all into it, right?
He said, okay.
What you cocaine.
She said cocaine. They subscribe to cocaine.
You gotta catch up, man. You gotta do your due diligence.
Mine too.
Yeah.
Respect to our parents.
Yeah,
but I mean, we all grew. And I see like you seem like someone who really is about it. Like you growing, you're not faking the funk. You
ask anybody that know me from day one, this is who I am.
Okay.
And I've always been told humbly that I have a great heart, and I try to do too much for everybody. But I mean, I'm not doing it for any other gain, but to please somebody.
But again, you white, so you gotta be about it.
So
you white, man. I
had to dust a couple people off in my life.
If I was, look,
white and black.
I'ma tell you white. So look. If I'm in prison with you, and I'm a Muslim, and I got a lot of love from the Muslims as well, without being Muslim. They try you. Like I'm just trying to.
You see
understand how you got. I know it wasn't easy. I need to hear your challenges, brother.
See this? Watch this. You see how fast you came in here and became my best bud?
It was that.
That's
like
easy.
that?
That's all it is. You be real.
But I mean,
you just be you, and I don't care about what you think about me. I'm going to come. I actually ended up my Muslim sister Basim, her father passed away. His name is Al Haq. He's the one who had founded the Al Haq Masjid down here on Pennsylvania Avenue, off of Pennsylvania, and that
Pennsylvania North Avenue
when it was Nation of Islam and all that. So when I entered the
that's where I used to go when I was a child
for the janazah, the bury the brother.
What's your name? Did you change your name?
Abdul Ghaffar. I didn't change it through the papers, but that's my attribute. Abdul Ahad Qawi Ghaffar. It's something that's given to you by your, your attributes, relating to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So,
understood.
What religion are you, Jungle?
I don't subscribe to no religion.
Okay.
At all, but like
atheist.
I'm definitely not atheist.
No, he believes in God, and everybody always seem to ask Jungle that.
Yeah, like.
I don't know why.
I was going with Rastafarian or something.
Huh?
I was going to go with Rastafarian because you have a good vibe, soulful vibe.
Yeah, but he don't smoke weed.
I mean, I smoke weed every now
You gotta smoke weed. We be back on the Come Up Radio.
By Demand Radio Show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yeah. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, critical thinking. And see, and we look at that now, and like kids, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming assembled.
In the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right.
Back then, you just got the box with 1 million pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays, you get a bike that's already put together. Now, when you were younger, you had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
That basically closes your mind into learning how to do something. Now.
Yes.
Now you're giving it something. So, okay, you take this, and this is what it is.
Right.
So now we have to run with this instead of teaching the child. This is how you put this together, so you see the result as this.
Right. Critical thinking. I like that.
Check out this flashback from Sunset Soul Radio.
Let's go on
sometimes, let me say this. Sometimes people did things a certain way because that's all they knew. Right. So let me what I'm saying. Let me keep to my point. If the only thing they knew 40 years ago was to handle like this, that's what they did. So we're holding accountable and a standard for something that some people, that's all they knew how to do. So they did it the way they had to do. Big Mama, when you did something, no, I'm not arguing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the church as a whole, we have issues that we need to work on. Everything got issues, but instead of criticizing the church, let's be impactful to show something different. It bothers me because guess what? Because watch this is what I do. This is I can't say it to anybody else, but my church is not judgmental. We love God. All of us are sitting fall short of the glory of God. I believe it. One of our statements of my church is, there's nobody more important from the pulpit to the pew, to the back door. All of us are God's children. That's one of the things I teach my membership. I teach my church. Because we're all God's children. All of us are flawed. All of us got issues. But you got to also take into consideration, what is the black church to the black community? We only did what we knew. That was the only place we got information. That's the only place we got education. That was the only place that we were accepted to do and to be and be free and be leaders and to guide this. And they did a good job for what they had. So I think we spent too much time condemning what was our foundation instead of trying to be progressive.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Up Radio show. You have your host Mimi Howard, and we have our special guest James Spire in the building. Yes, we just loosening up. I was a little dry. This heat got to me, you know.
It's a desert storm outside.
I want to ask you, do you get sunburned?
I'm burnt right now. If I took my shirt off, you see another T-shirt underneath that's more whiter.
Oh my God.
White tee. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got this bad sunburn. I went to Florida and I got this really bad sunburn because I had this bathing suit and it had like the back out. And oh my God, and especially when my hair rub against it, that's why I got in a ponytail.
I tell you,
and it's just like peeling.
It's on the feet.
Oh my, sunburn on the feet.
And you got to put socks on and shoes. You done like if you're out on the beach somewhere, crab, and that's why I always wear boots and stuff at the beach.
I never got it on my feet, but I do get it on my nose, my cheeks, my shoulders, my back, and I swear it burns when you wash and everything. And I put on like protecting and everything, it still didn't work. So I'm peeling and everything and going crazy, trying to keep my hair off of it and everything. So I know you go through it. I don't even think you get tanned, do you?
Well, I do get tan. I get burnt first.
Oh, okay. You burn and then you tan.
But I don't get like a tan to where you can't say I'm not white or nothing.
Right.
As my boy keeps telling.
oh, Jungle. He said,
white boy. Like, hey, that's my man.
And you got this handsome white beard. So it's like...
Thank you.
Even though you're like white, you know, like white, you're still handsome.
Thank you.
Isn't he handsome, everybody? Really handsome.
Don't make me blush. This is why I didn't want to come on.
Because you're going to start blushing. Look at your cheeks.
I'm going to walk home from work tomorrow down Lexington Market. Everybody's going, I want your autograph. No, please, no.
Your cheeks is like rosy red. Right now.
Plus, because of you making me shy. What you doing?
No, I'm not. You're doing really good. And like you said, this your first time on the radio, right?
Well, I did a Scared Straight program for the
Scared
adolescent
Straight
kids back in 2012. That's on A&E. I think episode 12 or something, Queen Anne County.
Oh, okay. So they have that on YouTube, right? Scared Straight.
I think so. I've
How
only
was that
seen it one time.
How was that experience?
Actually, it was beautiful and not so beautiful because I talked to two kids personally. One, his father got shot here, and there was all kids from Baltimore.
Yeah.
So the one kid's father got shot in gang-related activity, and I was on him about that. And
Did he die or he just got shot?
Yeah, his father was.
He got murdered.
Rest in
Okay.
peace. And then when I said something to him, he was acting out, and I was like, "Come on, man, please do this for your father. He loved you, blah, blah, blah." So when I went away and came back on my appeal, one of the COs that knew me from the episode, she mentioned to me that he also got killed years later, shot and killed. So it was it was lack of the follow-up.
Yeah.
Now, what I did like was there was a young lady that was cute, and I was like, "You need to be in the model." And I said, "I have a daughter, and I might not be coming home anytime soon, and you need to,
So you were in prison when you did
I was
Scared
fighting
Straight.
my federal case.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, first it was state, and then it went to feds. But then, so when I talked to her, I was just whatever I was saying, and then I wrote a 2-page letter, sincere letter. I did in the cell and gave a copy to everyone. I come home and somebody hit me on Facebook. It was like, "Are you the guy that did the show on A&E for Scared Straight?" I was like, "Yeah." She remember that girl, and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "That's my best friend. She's down Florida. She took that letter, framed it, put it on her bed, and is doing great and lives by it." And I was so proud. You know what I mean? I shot tears both times for the loss and the gain.
So do you keep in contact with them?
Nah,
they don't allow you to, do they?
I've never asked, but
okay.
Personally, I would like to do a follow-up episode to see how I talk to everybody.
You should contact A&E then. You should contact them and see if you can follow up with them and see if they listen. Because you said it was a young man, right?
It was actually
a young man and a young woman.
Well, there was actually about 7 to 8 kids.
Oh, okay. Okay. But it's them two that you really
that kind of stuck back into my life coming back. Yeah. Coming back after I left the episode to where I got information saying the effect. I don't know if the other kids got affected, of what I said.
So was it you and other?
Yeah, it was other inmates, girls, guys. They did a whole thing about, they went to the morgue and showed
dead bodies. Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I've seen a few episodes before. I'm not a big TV watcher, but I seen a few when Scared Straight first came out. I watched it a little bit. And I thought it was fake at first, but then I noticed, it's real.
I mean,
some of the kids make it out and do okay, and then some of them go right back to what they was doing. It just depends on the effect that y'all, give them.
Their own household is more scary than what
jail.
We was doing. We was throwing chairs around like that was
and they probably looking like
not even near them. Like throw them over there on the wall. And I was like, how does this teach anybody to be better?
I know y'all be all in their face, and some of them be spitting and talking about they gonna beat them up.
I've been there. Yeah, when they did it down Jessup, they was like, I'm gonna take your shoes and you're gonna be my wife.
Yeah, you're gonna be my wife.
I was like, okay. So and then they would had the guards gave them like a handful of shanks, but they was part of the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And went out there and dropped it. Said, "Oh crap!" And picked it up like he was, this is what we shank people with. They don't act right, and you're too pretty to be coming to prison. I was like, how does that actually affect a kid's mind? Like, okay, like I wouldn't.
I guess do they let them stay the night there or something like overnight?
I don't know.
Or they just walk them through. I think they just walk them through. Yeah.
Have a little session.
Yeah, about 4 hours, something like that. Spend the day there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope these kids, they need to grab some of these kids off the streets because good God, I be seeing some bad kids out here in Baltimore. I mean, it's not their fault though.
It's lack of people leading by example.
Yeah.
And showing that this is the way, because the people they look up to are messed up.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
And it's not even, like I was explaining earlier, understanding the chemical imbalance in some people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, they can't control certain things like depression. So that's why you take medication, but that don't cure depression.
Right.
It's just Band-Aids it for a
you
second.
still need counseling, mentoring. Oh yeah, you was telling me that you do mentoring also.
Because I believe, I don't do it on a platform, but I do it personally. Like
personal mentoring.
Like if you call me and be like, man, I'm crying, man, and like I'm just so going for, like my business partner today, he was just like,
I heard you when we was together. What was that? Not too long ago, and I think you was talking. Yeah, I think you was talking to one of your business partners, and he was going through it. He was going through it. Said he started drinking or something like that.
Well, actually,
that was a friend of yours.
That was actually one of the guys that I met who is plugged in with the real estate, and from day one he had a property next door to me, and what he did was he asked my layout of my house. I said, "Come on in my house and check it out yourself, man. Feel free to look around. Just a brotherly thing, neighborly thing to do." And from there, he's like, man, and then when I seen him a month later, I was like, can I purchase this property from you? He said, not this one, but I have many others. I said, I'm getting into real estate. And he said, well, I have a lot of properties. What do you know about real estate? And I put 3 ways on with the business call with my partner, and it just blew up. Like the guy was
That's
like,
good.
I got all these properties. I want you to control my properties. I have a credit line. That we can buy things together with you and Tom. We can be all partners because we treated him like, with love and sincerity. It had nothing to do with business and money.
Right. So when I see you made him feel better. That's what I'm saying.
Well, he was depressed. His wife and him is having an issue, and he was drinking one night. So he called me and was like, man, this is off the record. I need you. And I said, you're my brother, man. You know what I mean? Let's put everything to the side. Me and Tom and all of us was on speakerphone, and we just let him cry and talk, and then we just supported him as a family member. And he's like, I love you guys. You are my brother. He said, man, we're going to do good, man. And then he called me back like a day later and said, man, I want to just say thank you. I was in a dark spot. I needed those words.
Mm-hmm. So that's how you basically mentor? Do you, when people call you, when people just need somebody to talk to,
or something like that. Whenever somebody feels like they having a problem.
But you don't, people don't really, you don't do therapy sessions or nothing like that.
No, I'm not licensed to do anything like that. I actually just come from the heart. Sometimes I feel that I'm just being used as a vessel to speak.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't remember what I be saying.
No, because you, at that point in time, you mean it. Yeah. And everybody's situation is different. So you can't say the same thing to everybody.
See, and that's what I say. Because my one business partner said, why don't we get you on a big platform? And I said, I can't, because, for example, if you have bipolar and you have bipolar, maybe the same name, but you guys are taking it differently.
Yes.
I need to relate to what you're going through. That's why I love the fact that God put me through so much.
Yeah.
Because I can relate to others in different avenues, and I just only speak on what I stood on and what helped me.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I love the opportunity to be here, because I think a voice needs to be heard of positivity.
James, you was scared to go on a mic, man.
It's not the mic, it's the video.
But you're FaceTiming.
Yeah, and I bet
you're going live
on my Facebook. You won't see too many of these. This is a monumental moment.
Yeah, well, this is great, and I'm so happy that you came on. I knew you was going to do fine, especially because I'm in front of you. We get along so great.
And I feel like Eminem. You know what I mean? 8 miles and a mic and get ready to throw up and everything.
I'm glad you feel okay. The camera is right there looking at you. See it? Say, look at me.
Who's that?
Hi. That's the radio world. But anyway, it's more than a pleasure to have you here. I met you probably about a week ago, and we clicked. We hit it off really well. And how's the dog?
Oh, Love is perfect, man. She's just a little rugrat. puppy that has its own personality of
yes, she do.
different animals. She's like a rabbit. She's like a dog. She's a cat. I don't know what's going on in her head.
Is she like a Yorkie or something like that?
She's a teacup Yorkie.
She don't look that little to me.
Well, she's tiny. I mean, I don't know. I
know she has a lot of energy.
Well,
and I'm a pet person, but that day I was like, no, not right now.
I'm like, I don't know if I could have another child at this age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love children, so I don't know. If I ever get married, then yes, I definitely want another.
How many children do you have?
I have 3. I have a 22-year-old. I was going to call him a thought, but I ain't going to say.
A 22-year-old thought. He's a thought.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Then I have
men can be dots too.
I know, right? And then my youngest son, he's playing sports. He's out in Annapolis. He's doing good. He's 17, and my diamond in the rough. Here's the tattoo of my baby girl.
Oh yeah, you showed me that in the picture. The picture looks just like the tattoo. That is awesome.
And she's awesome, man. And she.
Oh.
Next year I gotta buy her a car.
How old is she again?
She's 15.
So you're gonna you're gonna let her drive at 16?
I'm gonna teach her the safety of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying.
And how important it is.
Yeah, see, I want to because I always try to guide my daughter, but she ended up turning around and guiding me at a young age.
Oh, yeah.
And, daddy don't drink, daddy don't lie, daddy don't argue, daddy don't curse. And I was like, what are you, an angel? She's like, yeah, I was sent down to protect you. I started crying. I'm done with you, Maylana.
But Jungle, he should be coming back in a little bit. Because I know he's going to be picking with you. Because he
I already know.
He don't hate white people, but he is pro-black like crazy. And for him to be one of the most light-skinned ass niggas.
See, don't. That was my line. I was going to use. I was just waiting for the right opportunity. I said, man, you look half white.
Watch your damn self.
You just got dread.
Yeah, I always call him light bright all the time. Everybody know.
That's what it is. So like on him, he wants to take it out on somebody.
For you, because now you the real deal. He feel better now. He feels so much better. He like, ooh, they done went there. They got a white person in here. I can't even say light bright right now.
But it was odd enough, feeling comfortable around no matter who I'm around and do things. Like I went to Shake and Bake for the first time years later. My buddy Miss Cyrus is relatives to the owner. And we're in there having a fun charity, and doing some good things, roller skating and having a blast. And there's an underground news station there who actually interviewed me. And I was like, it's a monumental spot, Shake and Bake's history to Baltimore, like the bowling and the skating and good times, good people.
Right.
And I went in there and everybody just embraced me, it wasn't like.
You talking about Shake and Bake on Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
They renovating in it.
Yeah.
Finally. Man, it was closed down for a while.
Yeah, it's closed, came back.
Closed, came back.
Because of shootings and other stuff.
Of course. But they're going to make it safer. We'll be right back on the Come Up Radio. Y'all tune back in.
Be Exposed Radio.
It's a family affair if you want to look at it that way.
It is. I totally agree, and I believe I believe that this wisdom on the wall is going to be a movement, and that's what I believe we are doing. Is we're creating a movement where people essentially, even after we've presented in these workshops, then they'll be inspired to sort of document some of the things that they've gone through and empower somebody else. So it'll be like a chain effect. So they'll see that, you know, we were just three women who have gone through various things and experiences in our lives, and we just took the opportunity to sit down, put it in a book, and then it'll be a movement, and then other women will be inspired to do the same thing. Let me tell you, we are better together. We are so much better together, family. I'm telling you, when we band together, put our resources and our experiences together, we can create a movement. And that's what it's about, inspiring people to do more than what they may currently see of their own lives, that they can do so much more. So yeah,
you are exactly right.
The Inspired Radio Show. Tune in every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up. And you can...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back on the Come Up Radio. You have your hosts, of course, Mimi Howard. We definitely in the building. We got Jungle. He's back.
What up?
Come on, Jungle. Turn up.
Turn up, turn up.
Turn up on Jim. I said Jim. Turn up on James.
James.
It's time to turn up.
You trying to start a little pit bull?
Yeah, let's go.
I can't fuck with him.
Get him.
Oh man.
No. Go ahead, Jungle.
I'm non-violent, but I got a lot of questions for him.
Got a lot of answers. I can.
Yeah, he's handling it very well. He's in the hot seat.
Burn it.
Was very pro-black. I'm very pro-black, and I got a lot of respect for you.
I have a lot of respect for you.
You know, I can tell. You've been through the fire. You've been in the prison. It don't get no worse than being in prison, and you know, major sentences. You did 10 years or?
No, I mean I did more than 10, but I did them in increments.
You mind
stomach
sharing
crimes.
why?
Mostly drugs.
Okay.
You know, distributions, possessions. My first one.
Marijuana?
You was like a 3-time loser or something like that, right?
Well, in the feds, they careered me out, but under a Johnson
career criminal. They called you a career.
That's what they. Are you comfortable? I don't want to.
Why
Like,
not?
I hate for somebody like come at me like that.
No, he
comfortable.
Yeah, because
He's
I don't
fine.
worry about
He's
what
fine.
people think about me. It's my life. I have
Just
to
making
accept
sure.
it. And
I
it's
respect
also
you a lot.
it's
that's
public information. You can look it right up. So I don't run from it. I embrace it because that's who made me my pillars today.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you're so humble. That's why you're so humble. That's why you are a great man.
Ain't nobody just challenging me
I feel you.
and asking me my
appreciate it.
business. I'm not. No, I don't
good.
know. You better than me.
Nah, I'm not no better than anybody, but at the same time, you have the same power to do the same thing I do. You can let that barrier down because you control your own thoughts and emotions.
It's liberating, right?
How do you feel about somebody sitting there judging you, calling you a damn career criminal?
I don't think anybody was judging.
Who did that?
It was something that you really was doing.
It was just that the statement of where I come from. That is one of the names that can be called to, you know, where I came from.
So they careered you out. That's a career criminal thing,
well,
right?
The career criminal was
Because that's what they did to my father. The same thing.
Yeah.
Like he kept going to jail, kept going to jail, kept going to
Well,
jail.
what it is-
And then finally they got tired of him. They got tired of him, and I was like, what did he do? And they careered him out. It was a career criminal thing. It was like he He just need to be away for a while.
Yeah, I know in the feds it's based off of like certain charges. Say that you have a conspiracy or a distribution charge of any sort, things like that, drug wise, and or a crime of violence. So it's like you can have a distribution, a crime of violence, and then you go into the feds the third time will career you out. And basically, or you can have 2 crimes of violence or 2 distribution type of charges, then you're considered a career offender, which jumps your sentence up, say, from 5 years to like damn near 15. 12.
Yeah, my father did 10 years in the feds.
Yeah, and that's just unjust because, I mean, if you do your time, you did the crime, you do your time, and then you should be repented. You've done your situation.
Yeah.
Now, but
that's
on the
terrible.
other hand, if you want to play devil's advocate, it's like there's people out here that just keep doing violent stuff.
Yeah.
Keep raping and so some of these people really do need to get mental help.
Yeah.
Or imprisoned a way where they can't harm others or themselves.
Yeah.
Their prison is for some people, for a lot of people, but
I agree.
But I think they over sentence people for,
Who's prison
especially
for?
in the urban community.
Who's prison for, and what does urban mean?
Well, urban is the inner cities, the black culture, if you may say, or a different ethnic or something like that. It all depends, man.
It's prison for you?
Well, the Constitution says that, in slavery was in bondage except for prison.
Facts.
So, and then if you just look at it, we have more people incarcerated in the United States than any other country in the world.
Any other country. It's like ridiculous.
And they building more jails.
It's a money thing.
Yeah. So when y'all in jail, do y'all really making those
What do you mean y'all, Mimi?
I mean, not y'all.
Do you mean white people?
When y'all are convicts.
Let's talk about
y'all convicts. So I'm saying when y'all was in jail, what y'all making like license plates? Because license plates and stuff like that.
How about reform
and you was in the feds.
What else was y'all? What was y'all doing for work?
Yeah.
Because they say it's slavery. They say it's slavery.
Nah. Because
so what was y'all doing that's slaving y'all?
Okay, so say
because when I see TV, it look like y'all making license plates or.
Well, you don't get paid for that. Say for example, I was in the warehouse at what is that, Unicor, and I did accounts receiving and accounts payable on the computer, but my paycheck per day of an 8-hour hard shift for that type of work would probably come up to $15, maybe $18 an hour. We only got like 85 cents or 50 cents.
Or what? A week
per day.
So they used to
end up with like $30.
So they used to take you out
$30 a month.
But you still have to pay, take away your rent money, your electric, and all that stuff that's already.
Don't take away nothing, but you can pay $30.
But I would make more than $30 on the street a month after paying my bills.
Okay, in prison or jail,
he made $30 a month.
When you're working, they take you out of the jail.
No.
And put you in a warehouse, or you work inside the jail.
The warehouse is in the walls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's what I was trying to find out. Like
$30.
So what were you doing though? What were you doing? What kind of work?
Well, I did the accounts receivable, accounts payable. They got different jobs. I worked in medical, where I was just sanitation cleanup.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's different,
within the jail. Okay.
Yeah, you get different types of jobs.
Okay. Well, it's slavery in jail. Don't go.
I know you don't.
Slavery everywhere. We be right back on the Come Up Radio Show.
What you missed on Salacious Life Radio.
When it comes to your children, especially if you're dating someone that you actually like, you do want it to work. So you're gonna hope and encourage the relationship between your child and that person because you like that person, so you're gonna hope for the best. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work and you can't make it work. You can't force it. It's like a branch. You keep bending it, eventually it'll snap, and even if you put it back together, it'll never be what it once was. But you definitely pray on it, you hope for the best, you know, because like nobody wants to spend the rest of their life alone just because a particular relationship didn't work out, but you had this beautiful creature as a result of it, you know. But you don't want to necessarily spend and you're not all of a sudden a bad person. You're not all of a sudden not going to fulfill this other person's needs.
You, madam, are a harlot and a scoundrel.
Because I had one kid while I was still married. Like,
I take that back.
What if the situation turns around the other way? So you ready for your child to meet? They meet the person, and this person is a giver. So this person's buying your child lots of gifts and wanting to.
I would usually.
Do you let?
Like if it's a birthday or some sort of holiday or something like that. Okay, and they want to get them a few things or get them something. Okay, but just on like a regular basis, like unless it's like Nestle's Quick. Or something that you can get from like, you know what I'm saying, or like Kit Kats or something like that. Like, no, don't spend a lot of money on.
It's unrealistic. I'm sorry.
It's unrealistic. Like, don't try to buy his.
Tune in live to Salacious Life Radio every Wednesday from 9 to 11, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, well, we back in here.
Hello, how y'all doing? We back on the Come Up Radio Show. And yes, it's BeExposedRadio.com. Everyone, if you can share. We got a great hot guest in here today. And we also have my co-host, Crazy.
I ain't crazy. I'm the mighty jungle.
The crazy man.
We got James, the white Muslim, the bald-headed reasoner.
And he got this handsome white beard.
I like that one.
A bald-headed reasoner.
But he spits facts and only facts. What's up, James?
Speaking the truth.
How you feeling, James?
How I lived, I feel beautiful and great and blessed. And how you feeling?
I am
happy he got somebody lighter next to him.
I know, right?
As long as you lighter than me.
They had to turn the lights down over here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to get him in the picture.
As long as you whiter than me, there we go.
Well,
we're gonna drag it.
I think we're almost the same complexion.
Hell no, not in the summer.
Jungle actually has a saying.
It's all about facts, though. We all spitting facts. I'm taking a liking to this guy.
All right, what facts are you spitting? Because you're not saying anything.
He's answering everything to a T.
Yeah. Now, what do you have to say, Jungle? What do you have to ask them?
Maybe I should ask you some questions.
Yeah, ask Jungle some stuff.
You gotta challenge the white Muslim. He's a white Muslim.
Ah, man.
Well, Jungle, is this your first time being encountered with a white Muslim?
One of them.
So you have been encountered with a white Muslim before?
They're very few and far between.
Oh, okay. Well, how?
And what is you? You born Muslim, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
Ah. But this...
I'm not white. I'm asking you why you keep on saying something about a white Muslim. It don't matter. It do not matter.
It does matter.
No, it does not.
He knows this. I'm saying because he's been through the fire.
Now I know that I've been through some stuff, and I'm always going to go through some stuff. That's just because I always put myself in that position, because I believe that the people that are from down below, the ones who's struggling, that's the biblical times that God has chosen.
Wait a minute, 1 second. Jungle, you forgot that you are on the mic. Did you? Your mic is nowhere by your mouth.
What is that?
Can the people hear me? Nobody can hear me. Okay.
That's better.
But can y'all hear
Thank
me
you
better?
very much.
It ain't about me. That's how I know.
You are you.
That's where the static is going.
Static.
Yes,
static.
it's
That's
really
what
loud.
he's doing. He's giving me a lot of static with this Caucasian thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jungle is giving our guest static.
This guy. Look at his hair fizzing up because of so much static. Look at that.
No, it's really hot out there, and I believe
It is hot.
you ran up to the store.
How far was the store?
What was y'all talking about?
Oh God!
When you was going?
Anyway,
something better.
Anyway, yes,
You
no,
can follow
no,
me
we
and
was
fucking
not.
see it.
No, we wasn't. Anyway, share. I have some questions, and Jungle don't have anything to say.
What? I always got things to say.
Oh gosh. In the future, as far as your children and everything, how's that relationship been? And did they? How do you feel? Did they explain to you how they felt when you was doing time?
See, this could be a sensitive moment. You know what I mean? Because my kids mean a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
My 21-year-old my 22-year-old son, when I came home, he had high expectations of me getting back into the street and then have him involved.
Oh no!
Exactly, right. And so we kind of had our little, man-to-man situation. Sometimes, he was calling me the B word. Coming from the
B word.
situation-
What's
yeah,
that?
The bitch. And when
Your son called you a bitch?
Exactly. So we manned up in the alley. You know what I mean? He was like, "Dad, you're
Is he
pretty
tall?
strong
He
for
big?
your age."
He muscular?
He's cut. You seen a picture, man? He's cut up. Looked like Drake somewhere down the line.
Yeah, he do.
Well,
He
Drake a
do
bitch.
look like Drake a little bit.
I mean,
Drake a bitch.
Oh no!
Like, there's your career.
He can't stand Drake, and I love him. So
Shit, Drake got talent, man. I love all art form, man, and that's an expression.
that's what
But your son called you the B word. So how did that end up? How did that?
they squared up in the alley.
We didn't. I would never punch my son.
Yeah, but
So
y'all
we wrestled.
wrestle.
Punch you?
Yeah.
Y'all wrestle.
Nah,
y'all.
he better not because he don't want to go to sleep.
What happened?
Everybody go night night. You know what I mean? Night night, motherfucker. Everybody go night night.
So what happened? He just
He
called you out your
complimented
name
me.
and
He complimented me. It was the third time. The first time I just got out the car. The second time I
In the
smushed
car?
his face. The third time we locked up in the alley, and then after that he stopped saying it. But he had a lot of anger issues based off the fact that I went to prison so much in his life. I wasn't there to lead by example.
You had some
Everything
understanding,
that
but
he
you had to
heard
check
about
him.
me was when I was, Redbeard out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh, you was a redhead. You was a ginger.
I am a ginger.
Oh,
I guess. I don't know. No homo, I guess.
Because
What is that?
it's white now.
a ginger.
I'm Irish.
It's-
Yeah.
You
Well,
had
that's
to rough
wisdom.
the
Yeah, it
baby boy
is.
up. That was your oldest. So how y'all relationship now?
Well, now that kind of smoothed out a little bit, but we're distant.
After he smacked you up.
We're not. Hey, if he win, he win. But I'll be back tomorrow. You know what I mean? With a bag of cheese hitting you in your head. I don't care. Hey,
He had to slide that in after he smacked you up.
Yeah, I seen it. Like you saw it catch me off guard.
Damn. All right, so your daughters, because I see your beautiful.
My one daughter. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
your
had
daughter.
2 sons and 1 daughter.
Oh, 2 sons. Okay, so
Yeah, 3.
So what about your youngest daughter? I know
Congratulations.
I know
2
she's
plus
happy. I know she's happy.
Shooting shots, huh?
I know your daughter is happy.
No. That's the worst. That's the sensitive area. Because what she said was, Daddy, last time you was home, you promised me and
You wouldn't go
broke your
back.
promise. So you broke my heart and left me out here again. Then you talk to me now as I'm a child and I am a young lady of understanding. So just talk to me normal. And she didn't like the fact that I call her Panda Bear. And
Yeah.
I've been in her whole life, and I was like, I'm negotiating, Maylana. I'll fix the other stuff, but that Panda Bear, you stuck with that.
Her name
Yeah.
Milan.
So I'm coming out with my own real estate company. Panda Bear Properties.
Oh, that's nice.
But I hope she just don't have a pistol about it. But yeah, her name.
And maybe she'll be able to. Y'all can make it a family business.
Well, she does photography and movie editing. And she's a model, but she don't want to do it because she don't want to be like me in the light, the shine, humbleness, back in the background.
Yeah,
just making things go good, you know.
Okay, so
she's mixed. All my kids are mixed.
So
about your complexion, you ain't got white in you, do you?
Hell no.
Black man.
I hate white people. So.
Okay, so check it. So check it out. You do video graphics, right?
I do graphic designs in my spare time. You know, I do my own business cards and brochures or whatever else I need to pile in. But you know, what I believe in is educating yourself. I told my kids all the time, if you don't know how to cut grass, pay somebody to show you one time. And then cut your grass for free after that. But also, on the other half of that, support your communities. Support the people who are families just like us next door trying to pay that rent, that has to pay taxes. The ones who still in a struggle, their son's locked up or something like that. Support these communities out here. You know, but, you know, like Trump's an ass. I'm just going to put that out. I don't know why I just came out with that, but I just want to say that.
We don't even mention his name on this show.
Okay, that guy's an ass, the guy, you know. That's the guy you should have in here.
Oh, no. No. I don't think you want to be anywhere close here.
You hate Mexicans?
Yeah.
You hate Mexicans?
Do I hate Mexicans? No, I don't hate
nobody. My God.
Nobody. The reason why, because hate is a vicious word. If you hate something, it's like this. I hate what God hates and love what God loves. But I do sin and make mistakes. So I ask.
Everybody does.
But I try to move forward and make amends.
Yeah, make amends.
You know, I know people that we full-fledged went all the way out. And then a week later, we're best friends because, you know, you respected me as a man. I stood up to you.
Right.
You know, I didn't come with you with aggression, but you made it that way. And then, you know, I didn't have no hard feelings after. When you come back, hey, I'll shake your hand, man. Hey, what it is, even if I lost. You know, but the gun game, that gun game's some crap these days, man.
What's the gun game?
The gun game is when you just blowing somebody's whole family.
The gun game.
Like
why are you acting like you don't know?
You kill somebody and then leave tragedy for their families.
You know what the gun people play with them guns. People that shoot people. People that's running around doing it. Probably somebody got shot not too long ago. I just heard the damn ambulance coming up the damn street. You ain't hear them? You know what the gun game is.
But my question, where's all the guns?
You playing with them motherfucking guns.
Where the guns come from?
Well, I mean, you got
the government.
Nah, not all of them. You got private owners that get their house broken into.
Yeah, people.
You got people who just does drugs and sells them.
But who makes the guns and who is bringing them over here? You know, and like sending them. For one, I believe the government just sent a whole bunch of guns over to Mexico. They just sent them over there for their war. If you're against what's going on and everything, and you try to stop things, then why are you sending war items?
Well,
facts.
I mean, for one, if I'm dealing with the government in the United States, they pro-self. They want to gain the power of the world. And they're very, very smart people who are paid to strategize how to take over somebody's country.
Yeah.
And try to persuade their religion to be something else.
The same way how they took over this one.
If you control the religion, you control the people. You know, so the government tries to save face, but the whole time it's just, you know, murderers or thieves or, you know, country, but on a higher level.
Okay.
You know, and it's just whack. But we have to be stuck in this position until we become of knowledge and migrate to a country that best fits your you know, who you are spiritually and who you want to be in the community.
Okay. James, I'm just going to flip the script. I'm about positivity. So, we just going to turn it around. I'm going to turn around. Are you hip hop? And if you're hip hop, what's your favorite hip hop song or artist, and or just hip hop? Or how do you feel about hip hop? Just give me a summary about your view on hip hop.
It was about time he asked the question because I was going to do it.
Now, see,
music, song, and or artist.
I love all music.
And can you dance?
As an art form. I love art. I love art in all different forms. Any type of expression that comes from the heart and sincerity. Now, I don't believe that any type of musician should come out and just sing or, rhyme about what they never been through.
Okay.
Because poetry, like Tupac was saying, he does poetry first before he does hip hop.
Who's your favorite?
Tupac your favorite?
Who's your favorite right now? Who's your living favorite hip hop artist right now?
Right now.
Well, I wouldn't even say hip hop. I call it art. Artists, because it's different.
It is artists.
Yeah, artists. It's not hip hop.
For me, to understand the answer to this would have to know me, meaning that I don't judge anybody. I love what I love.
Okay, but
we're asking you.
Who's your favorite? Do you like? All right, I'm gonna name a food. I'm gonna name a food. 2 Chainz, Future, Moneybagg Yo.
I don't even.
He don't.
I know.
Yo Gotti.
I know Young Gotti.
Jay-Z.
I know all
Jay-Z.
of them except for Moneybagg Guy.
So who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? And what song really if you have any favorite song and favorite artist?
Say we was at the club right now and you wanted to hear requests. We having a good time.
No club.
I love reggae.
I know. I'm saying. Okay, so
because if I'm in the
that's
club,
the music
I'm dancing.
style.
I'm trying to.
So that's the music style that you like, reggae.
Reggae is my top favorite because it involves, you and whoever your dance partner in a very intimate.
Can you dance?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see how his face looked?
He serious.
He was like, yeah.
They calling me Moneybagg after a while.
Moneybagg.
Ones, get them done.
So Tupac. What were you talking about? What were you
shot at? You called me a white.
What were you going into about Tupac? What did you want to say about Tupac, James?
I mean, Tupac was a genius at a young age. Unfortunately, his lifestyle caught up with him and took him too soon. But hey, I can't say what God had done. His message may not have been long, but it was powerful. He stayed straight to the key. He was above his industry and speaking what is now involved. It
still applies, right?
It still applies. Or some stuff that didn't apply then is now applying now, but he's gone. Rest in peace. And he's a great artist. God blessed him. But, he
What's your favorite Tupac song?
Probably Brenda.
Brenda's Got a Baby.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Anything like that. I'm always putting posts on my Facebook.
The old stuff. You like the old.
I love hip hop.
Okay.
I relate to it. I grew up. I remember having the white pager, the little champagne tooth that you put in your tooth, the little Kango hat with the British Knight sweatsuit, or going.
Did you always have the bald head?
I want to see an old picture of you.
We need pictures of you. We need an old picture of you.
I got a picture when I was like.
You had the dreads. What you had? What you had?
Up. Now I did have afro once when the girls was braiding.
Oh, you had
a
curly. You was a red. You was ginger. You had the red curly bush.
Yeah. So what they did was all plaiting my hair, and then when I used to get in the shower, you can't wash it or whatever, and then afterwards I would take the plaits out and it would flow out with wavy, and it was red, and I was like, oh my god,
So wait a minute, so you got a fire crotch? You had a fire crotch?
I did. Hold on.
For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, a fire crotch is someone with red hair on their.
They're
private.
Basically, I was red up here, and then I was brownish in the beard, a little red, and then I was.
And then you had
no, I was a red beard, brownish hair, red hair, brown chest, and then
fire crotch.
Fireball! Shout out to Fireball.
So James Balls was definitely on fire.
Oh God!
All right, we'll be right back. On the Come Up Radio.
He's dead. Oh,
6 years after he passed away.
It states she reportedly had heard rumors, but nothing substantial. But then you put the rumors to
While
death.
they were still married.
You sentenced the rumors to death.
While they still were married, she heard rumors.
Right. Or probably all her life she's heard rumors. Like you're dating, you know you're dating your dad, right? Y'all look just alike. I'm like, girl, somebody told me you dating your father. You know, that's what kind of him. You know he gay, right, Percy?
Please, why are you laughing at him? Don't laugh at him. Please don't.
Okay, let me continue with the story.
Oh,
man. Even today, it's still funny. Oh my gosh, if you haven't heard this show, it's Talk Lately, and it's only on BeExposedRadio.com every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on YouTube. Just go to Be Exposed Radio.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to On the Come Up Radio Show. You have your host, Mimi Howard, and my co-host.
I'm the Mighty Jungle.
And we have a special guest here.
I'm James.
Yes, okay.
AKA R&B.
Okay, AKA Tupac, AKA Firecrotch.
White chocolate. I've been called M&M.
White chocolate.
I've been every white person rapper in the world.
Oh my God.
You can rap? Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
No,
Vanilla
I
Ice.
can't even rap. And I was born Christmas. I can't even wrap presents. I'm that bad.
Yeah, terrible.
Grab a gift.
Yeah, he was born December the 25th, and I was born December the 28th. So I came right after him. But he's much older than me.
You're supposed to come
What does much mean? I look like this and I'm much older than you.
I
just threw a
he
cute
feeling
joke
it
out
so.
for myself. Hi, everyone.
He's 60, but he looks 40.
I'm actually 43 and I look like, I don't know.
He took really good care of himself, put it like that.
Prison did it.
No,
so you think if you would have stayed home?
The reason why people look better coming out of prison is because you don't stress, you don't use drugs, you're not alcohol. I mean, you do.
I was getting ready to say.
But for the majority part, it's guided.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you're sheltered from a lot of. You're not in the sun where the sun just tears your skin.
Yeah, running constantly, running around. You get rest. Yeah, you get rest. You get 3 meals a day. Plus your snacks. You get a shower.
And Mimi, let me say, you're a snack.
Oh,
a
okay.
snack. A snack.
Num num. Okay, you basically are what, single or something? I think you was telling me you're single. Jungle,
he has 5 wives. He's Muslim.
Jungle, are you single?
No. What do you mean?
I don't even know if Jungle's single or not. Are you single, Jungle?
Of course.
Oh, okay. So Jungle is single. You're single also, right? Was you with somebody recently?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It just didn't work out.
Yeah. He like black women, y'all.
Oh God. Oh God.
Yes, he did.
God.
Why is this?
He like to be the cream in the coffee.
Why is this air not on?
He in the hot seat. Cause you in the hot seat. And I'm gonna call you a nigga.
Oh,
you a nigga.
Oh.
You in a hot seat.
See, look, I just got my hood card revalidated, and I'm back in the hood, fellas. Back in the hood.
He just called him a damn nigga.
But,
all right.
So at the same time, you're gonna
So
get the black questions.
You're a single man, single working man. You have your own place.
Where he working?
Gotcha.
I work at the hospital and doing my real estate thing, and then within the next year, probably.
Do you employ black?
Matter of fact, I don't think Jungle heard you.
I mean, I do. Yeah,
I don't think Jungle heard you where you worked at. He wasn't here.
He was. Yeah.
I was at Subway somewhere. I don't know.
I'm getting the wine.
He was at Subway eating like he don't have radio to do.
Well, I mean, hey, if you don't eat, you get weary, pass out behind the mic. That's how people drive.
And he will. or on
I like that.
Or on the floor. All right. Anyway,
that's this white nigga.
Share how everyone can find you, and shout out your business page so everybody can know about your real estate, everything that's going on. I think you called it Panda
Bear Property.
Okay.
I do want to give a shout out, and I'm not going to go there, but yeah. But Panda Bear Properties is something that's coming out. You know, we do rehabs, wholesales, etc. We just got a contract for 8 properties. I do have a Facebook page I've started for real estate.
Tell them how to find it.
It's James Spires, Spires, and Panda Bear, because I have 2 pages. I have a personal page that's inspirational.
Tell them how to find your business page.
It's James Spires, and then Panda Bear is going to be the nickname on it.
Okay.
And then my other page is James Spires, and then Redbeard.
Redbeard, right?
This thing we was talking about.
Blanco.
Okay. And Jungle, tell everybody how to find you, Jared.
Say hi to Melissa Wells.
Oh, you wanted to shout out somebody?
Yeah, giving a shout out to Melissa Wells, giving her some kisses and loves. Just, just throwing it out there.
Okay. Shout out Melissa Wells.
How you gonna kiss her when he ain't got?
Come on, Jungle.
What up? This is the Mighty Jungle. We got. Hey, I'm the Mighty Jungle on Instagram, THA. Jared Johnson on Facebook.
And this is the wonderful Mimi Howard. Thank you for tuning in to Be Exposed Radio on the Come Up Radio. Tune in next Saturday.
Oh my.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
So you're your biggest asset.
Mm-hmm.
You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?